person for Battle Boy Podcast. Guys will be on just a minute on this episode. We are talking about Deion. NFL season's about to crank up. Less than 24 hours, y'all. NFL season's cranking up in less than 24 hours. Get your mind right. Get your teams together. And of course, we got Mike Atwater's segment of Pick'em by Fort Battle Boys. And this is the part of the show I say, let's go.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys, yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys.
I wanted to go to so I went for like I don't know how many semesters. I think I failed algebra like 3 times. And I was like,
You ain't saying nothing, Faith.
I think right along.
My God, you must be muted.
I was getting ready to get social death. I think I was possibly the second employee that I hired in my company. JD was like, yo, I want you to be part of my record label. I'm like, oh, okay, bet.
Live and in person, Fort Battle Boys got Mike/Tupac was shot today at Water. And we have Pretty Tony, what they call him. Guys, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Same thing, different day, man. Don't forget you can catch us on Mondays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. We're going back to Sundays and Wednesdays since the season started on at 9:05. And we'll show off our sponsors a little bit later on the show. We got a lot of show to get into today. I want to go ahead and get this thing cranking. Guys, how y'all been?
It was
great. Now the football back on.
We good for the next.
You know, I'm great all year, Faith. You know, I'm a sportsman, dog. So I'm good, dog. I like that cowboy hat, Tony. I got one for you. Let's try your hat.
I had to see what you got first.
I got a gray one.
First single we did was a single by.
Is naturally gray or is dirty gray?
What's up?
Keep going, Faith. Something different stuff for me, Faith. Go, Faith.
All right. We got a lot of show to crank up with us.
Don't get that damn hat, buddy.
We gotta start with college football. We gotta go over week 1. Side story: Clemson getting their head busted by Duke. Who won 9 games last year? What a lot of people don't realize. USC still looking good. LSU thought they were UGA. and they impersonated how they looked in the SEC championship game last year. I'll be remiss if you look at the top right corner of your screen. That's our sponsor for this segment, Arizona Tea and Ozempic. If you drink Arizona Tea, you'll be on Ozempic. Just that simple.
But did you say Ozempic? Ozempic is a sponsor now?
Yeah, Ozempic is now a sponsor.
Wow.
Ozempic is now a sponsor. Ozempic, if you have type 2 diabetes and you're trying to also lose weight, go ahead and take the one-shot wonder Ozempic. Ozempic.
Man, Faith, boy.
Quick, man, what I do? What I do? I'm gonna start with.
You can do
I'm
that.
gonna start with you, Skip. I mean, Mike. My bad. Skip, Mike. What was your takeaway from week 1?
I think my first take for week 1, man, is how, when it comes to Georgia, how people had the audacity to think Georgia didn't look good. How people think Georgia, Carson Beck ain't gonna do this, or Carson Beck ain't gonna do that, and Georgia didn't look good. Man, Georgia played almost 100 players the other night, offensively and defensively. They were working on different stuff, man. People chill. Last year, Georgia beat Kent State 31-0. Just 31-0, and people still had something to say. People got in their mind that you're supposed to go out and beat a team. Like Oregon beat somebody this past week 81-7. Ain't nobody gonna remember that game if Oregon don't play for the national championship. Ole Miss beat somebody, I think like 73-7. What does that mean? That means absolutely nothing. When you playing these FCS opponents, and even some of these Group of 5 opponents, you are working on things to get ready for tougher games in your conference. So that was the first thing. And then I'm pretty sure I ain't even gonna talk about Deion because I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about Deion. But just the fact that some people thought Georgia didn't look good when they played UT Martin, man. It's crazy.
Ryan, what's your takeaway for week 1?
A little bit of the same. I'll be remiss if I didn't talk about Prime and his good. I like the fact that Shadur Sanders is where he is. I like the fact that he came through and had the school record for passing yards. I like the fact Travis Hunter played almost 80% of their plays offensively in all the plays. That was huge. One of my takeaways from week 1 before the games even started, I mean, they were trying to literally kill Deion before anybody even snapped the football. And I just felt like it was just one of them things where I'm glad he was able to go out there and show that if you motivate the right group of people, and no matter who you bring together, if you bring them together and motivate them correctly, that anything can happen. A lot of people are trying to say that this game, it was just TCU. But you got to remember, this is the national runner-up. And I know Georgia beat them 63 to whatever. But it's still the national runner-up. And I know they lost a lot, but it's still the national runner-up. Georgia, just like Mike said, they gonna do their thing. I believe they gonna be okay. They played all those players, and then they went in there with some of the big guns didn't even play. Larry McConkey didn't even suit up. So let's hold off judgment on some of these teams. Clemson. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right, Pretty Tony, your takeaway from week 1.
I mean, a couple things, man. One is definitely going to give a shout out to Deion in Colorado. Having them boys ready to play. He's definitely a great motivator. He showed that he's about to make some noise, man. Once he gets some more players and everything like that. I don't want to overreact, like a lot of people are probably doing. Kind of want to pump the brakes a little bit. Colorado still doesn't really have the depth to compete. Like 9-10 games and all that type of stuff. So people need to pump their brakes a little bit. I'm still maybe saying like 5 or 6 at the top. Hopefully they get bowl eligible. Georgia. I mean, I kind of fall in that category a little bit. I was a little bit disappointed. I definitely get the fact that that Kirby was playing a lot of people and was taking taking advantage of who was on the field, who we were playing on the field. But at the same time, we got a lot of questions as far as Mike Bobo, as far as Carson Beck. We should have put our foot on the boy neck earlier, man. And like early. I was watching that game. I don't know, if y'all just caught the score. I mean, I'm assuming Atwater watched the game, because he's a Georgia fan, but I watched it. We definitely did not look good the first couple of drives, that Georgia game against Tennessee Martin. But that's just my take. Ohio State, I told y'all boys about Ryan Day. I'm telling you, he on the hot seat. They did not have a good showing against Indiana. I don't really know, what I'm saying, what they have at quarterback as far as and what he's gonna look like when they get to the meat and potatoes of their schedule. But they definitely did not look really. They didn't look good, in their first game either. It's still early, so just like I don't want to overreact about Colorado, I don't want to overreact about how Ohio State looked. But that's just my couple of takes for week one.
Let me get Skip and Damon in right quick. Damon, what's your takeaway from week one?
I'm not really concerned about a lot of the top teams. I will say FSU was damn good, playing a highly ranked LSU squad. I kind of, sort of, a little bit agree with Tony. This looks like Ohio State having, this is just an overreaction, a little quarterback issue, and we haven't seen that with Ohio State in years. They usually got one leader stable, another one is stepping right in. I don't know how Ryan Day is going about it, but that's just a little overreaction. Penn State looked good. Shout out to Colorado and Coach Prime. Got some boys ready to play, and they put up gaudy numbers. I think he's going to have them boys ready to play. I don't know if it's going to be where they're going to go in and win a whole bunch of games, because Tony brought up depth. That's true. My main thing I was looking at was how Florida State came in and looked like the Florida State colors that we grew up watching. Them boys went in and put in some work, and it was against a pretty good coach and a pretty good SEC team. So that was like a thing for me. I ain't really high or dry on Michigan, East Carolina. It's the first week, but I was really impressed with Colorado and really impressed with Florida State.
Finally, let's get Horatio Major's thoughts on week one in.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Shot.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say the obvious. I got my white Nike shirt and hat on. Out of respect for Deion, and what he did. I would have lost my money. I'm not a real gambler, but I certainly had TCU winning. I had TCU winning even when the game was tied. So this is total hypocrisy what I'm saying right now. I picked TCU, and I'm just being real. Even when the game was at halftime, I got the white on because I've always been a Travis Hunter fan, because he's the first nationally ranked, known 5-star kid to choose to go to a HBCU. Not because he had bad grades or he got hurt his senior year. He literally was the number one player in the country. And as my man on the West Coast said, they forgot about Dre. Y'all forgot who he was. Y'all forgot that was 2 years ago. He was considered the number one wide receiver and the number one defensive back in the entire country. Had Nick Saban out there crying about NIL deals when that boy decided to go to Colorado. So all he did was remind y'all, in the immortal words of Dennis Green, he is who we thought he was. Shout out to Travis Hunter.
So I get with your shot. I'll say I thought that TCU would win, but I didn't think that they would cover, because I believe in Deion as a motivator, how he gets his kids ready. I mean, this is going all the way back to when he was at, the high school he had, Trinity Christian. When he was in Texas, he got them kids ready to play. Even though it was a private school, his message is the same throughout, and I thought TCU would win. I just think that was a lot of points. That was a lot of points. And for all my gamblers, it was a 22-point spread. 22 points. I just didn't think that with Dion. I thought they would probably lose maybe by 10, but I didn't see no 22. But for them to come out and win that thing, oh yeah, great day in the neighborhood.
Let's touch on this, man. You know, as a fellow African American man, whoever your first team is, that's cool. If you're not rooting for Dion at this point, I don't know what to tell you. You know, everything we talk about as kids growing up, changing the game and talking that talk and walking that walk, that's him. He embodies that. He sent out the tweet the night before. We coming. Like, is that not what we stand for when we kids and we go out there and play and we grown men and we trying to teach our kids, especially the ones that play ball? I don't care about being an underdog. We coming. He texted everybody like he was the 21-point favorite. And I don't know how many of y'all, truth be told, I thought he was crazy. I done had my truth serum before I came up on here. You feel me? I thought I liked it. I said, okay, Dion, you're tripping though. You feel me? I won't make that mistake no more. I'm picking Colorado till they lose. You can bet that.
Dion right now is reminding me of Dion's coaching career is reminding me of LeBron James when he said, not one, not two, not three. When LeBron made those statements, it really put him on this, not on a pedestal, but put him out there where he gonna be just severely criticizing everything he do. After that win, and he made some comments, you know, we keep receipts, we coming, all this kind of stuff. Dion is gonna be, I guarantee you, this man's 12 games this year, you're gonna see at least 9 or 10 on national TV. Like College Game Day should have went to Boulder, Colorado this weekend. They going to Alabama, they should have went to Boulder, Colorado. But Dion right now, after that win, and making these comments about we keep receipts, we know who talking about it. You don't crunk the media up. You don't crunk the world up now. So now it's kind of similar to what LeBron dealt with. LeBron, when you made them comments, you put yourself out there, and that's why you get so much scrutiny. And you know, you did win what? He won 2 in Miami. He done won 4 overall. But at the end of the day, LeBron gets most of his scrutiny because of those statements. So Dion got to realize, and he's ready for it. He got to realize the limelight that he's in now. He's got to go out there and beat Nebraska this weekend. He's got to. And actually, after winning that first game, Dion now has got to at least get to a bowl game. Anything less than a bowl game now, I would say would be an unsuccessful season for Dion. Simply off that win over TCU.
But how though, Mike?
Hey, I'm gonna let Tony and D-Ran get in before I say something. But whoa, we moving the goalposts now. But y'all get in for. I don't want to hog it up. Go ahead.
No, all I was gonna say is, and this is not me, with the hindsight 2020 thing. No, even though I picked, TCU to win the game, that was the least surprising of the upsets that this weekend, in my opinion. Like, I did not doubt that Colorado could beat TCU because I know what TCU lost. Like, I think we talked about it.
You did say that. They lost like 14 starters.
Yeah, so I wasn't surprised that TCU lost, but I damn sure still wasn't picking it. Picking Colorado. So definitely hats off to Prime. Just like Shot said, man, I did not realize Travis Hunter is every bit as he advertised, dude. Because he was at Jackson State last year. He was kind of out of the limelight a little bit. To my understanding, all he did was just do what he did, at Jackson State. He played both ways, like you said, wide receiver, DB. The boy, the truth, dude. He the truth. So definitely shout out to him.
Hey, the one of the biggest reasons I picked Colorado to win is of the production they lost last year. They lost a lot of production on both sides of the ball, and I didn't really feel confident that they could hold on to that method of play without that quarterback who was a tough dude. They had a really good running back. They had a pretty decent defense. they lost all that production. So I'm like, Deion may be able to take these boys. So I'm just gonna see what happens. But hey man, this is the Deion we done known since we was in Florida State. That man believed in everything he did. And he backed up everything that he said ever since he was in Florida State.
Yeah, when
He
you say
did what he
Deion
did.
in the
When he went out there and said he was gonna shut somebody down, what did he do? He shut him down. Don't throw to this side. I'm telling you, Brett, don't throw to this side. It's a pick. What was it? A pick. We talking about Deion, man. This is a guy that always has supreme confidence in everything he did. So, like Tony said, this is like the least of the upsets that you would worry about. At the same time, man, we done known Deion ever since we was kids. I don't see this. This is Deion the player as a coach.
Yeah, like when Atwater said he in the limelight, isn't that what Deion want? That's where he most comfortable. I think I'm not sure, but I think his nickname is Prime Time. Right? Like, yeah, bring the lights. One last thing I got on this, and I just had to bring this. I don't know if y'all noticed. Somebody put it on social media, and I picked up on it. He doesn't have C's on those young men's jerseys for captain. He got L for leader,
and D for dog.
D for dog.
Like he's changing the game. He's morphing into the Jackie Robinson of Division I coaching. Like I said, whoever your first team is, run with that. But my second team is Colorado. Run it, Eric Bieniemy back.
Hey, what you was about to say, Ryan, when I was talking about the LeBron and Deion comparison?
I just, my thing is this, what I'm saying? I really think because Colorado has only won one football game, I really think that if it's 5 or 6 wins, that's a successful season for him. He hadn't gotten to the meat and potatoes of his season, right? So my thing is, and I respect your opinion, cousin, but I really think we might need to temper this just a little bit. This is still football, and the young men still got to go out there and play. So, we don't know what's going to happen between now and the end of the season, whether Travis Hunter gets hurt, Lord forbid, or anything. But my thing is, he has already matched their record this year. And for him to come in and upset a top 20 football team, oh yeah, it's successful.
And that's the point I'm making. That's why the stakes are higher now. See, we thinking Deion was gonna go out, win 3 games, 4 games. With that win on Saturday, most people in the country didn't pick Colorado to beat TCU. So now the stakes are higher for Deion now. Now Deion needs to get to a bowl game. And let me tell you what Deion about to do in the recruiting game. With Colorado going to the Big 12, he's finna raid Texas. He's gonna get a lot of them Texas kids, and Deion is gonna start turning Colorado into a national recruiting power. So what I'm saying about Deion, his coaching career has always been followed since he's been at Jackson State. Hell, even since when he was at the school in Texas. But now after this win, it steps you up into in another light. Like I say, LeBron, for some reason, when he made the not 1, not 2, not 3 comment, it put him up in a whole nother light because people just thought he was going to go to Miami and just win all the championship. And that's the kind of thing Deion in. Deion needs to get to a bowl game. Now, let me say this. If Deion and Colorado, which they're not, if they lose the rest of their game, ain't nobody going to remember this game against TCU. So he's got to keep winning. And the minute Deion lose, just like when LeBron would have a bad game, the media is going to crucify him.
I feel like he going to win more than 1 game. We all know that. We all feel that. Just like I said when I first came on, hey, he motivates these kids. They go out and do exceptional for him because of his message. He going to win more than that. But all I'm saying is I just don't feel like we should put the expectation on him that he has to make a bowl. I think if he has more key wins and he wins half of the games on his schedule, half, then that's a way more successful year than anybody would have thought about it. Because just think about it. It's progressions to everything. You come in, they were 1-10 last year. Be honest with you, I was hoping that they would get 5 or 6 wins. Now, that's what I want them to do because of who he is. But I mean, if he gets more than this one and it's a marquee win, oh yeah, I'm still right there because I see the progression. So if he gets 2 this year, next year, we probably looking at 5. The next year, he stays there, we looking at 7 or 8. That's just what I'm saying. I mean, in the natural progression of things.
Yeah, but so let me just say this real quick. I saw you fade. I don't compare him to LeBron James. I compare him to Floyd Mayweather. Because the people that's going to be watching Deion, the ratings are about to go up. Half the people that's watching him are the people that's rooting for him, and the other half are the people that's waiting on him to fall on his face.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's LeBron. I think he's Floyd Mayweather. He's going to bring a lot of attention to Colorado with what he did. But let's also look at this one piece right here. And one of the reasons why I picked against Deion. Do you see what this man just did to TCU with 70 new players in a couple of months? What is going to happen when he gets his guys in that sticks for that's bought into the program? How fast did he get those 70 new faces and took the scrutiny of cutting a whole bunch of them and say, so now if you go to Colorado, you don't want the captain on your chest, you want the dog on your chest. He's changed the game in one game. Amazing.
Deion becomes the first Division I coach making their debut, not as an interim, to win their game as a 20-point plus underdog. Also, they play Nebraska this week. Big Ten Sundays, Big Noon, whatever the name of that show is on Fox. They're gonna be in Colorado. You know, Joe Klatt is cheesing right now because his program is back on the map. I'll get to the chat a little bit, guys. We'll move on to Ryan Day. Yobi, friend of the show. 2 things can be true. I'm happy for Deion and all the kids that got to go with him, but he is building a powerhouse and funneling black men to PWI. I just wanted that for HBCU for a little while. White folks have continually put our best and used us for their interests. Once again, I'm happy for Deion. Just wanted him to build a prestigious program and funnel future NFL talent to an HBCU and inspire other HBCUs to build up their programs as well. Yep, I agree with that. Two things can be true with that one, what Yolanda said. So I'm happy for him.
Know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I like the comments. I just feel like he is showing beyond. I mean, we talking about prime time, not Deion right now. He is showing that he can do it on every level. Let's think about going back to when they didn't pick him at Florida State. Okay, they didn't pick him at Florida State, and I'm talking about when Mike Norvell, when the cupboard was bare. This is what Florida State could have been, right? That's his alma mater. He could have gone on and done the same thing with them. My thing is though, unless he goes to Howard, FAM, Tuskegee, one of these schools, Grambling, Southern, one of those schools that at least gets a little more national recognition as far as football, it wasn't going to happen at Jackson State. It just wasn't. Jackson State, and y'all know I used to live down there within 2 weeks ago. It wasn't going to happen. The town of Jackson, Mississippi, they got so much else going on. That was their release. When Deion came and they were winning football games at this rate, that was their release. That was their release from the real world of what was going on there. I believe he could have done it at a HBCU, but I don't. They got to see us on the same on the same level, and they will never see us on the same level as far as that goes.
I disagree with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Prime actually graduated from Talladega. He got his undergrad from Talladega. He didn't get it.
Correct. Did.
So he is a graduate of an HBCU.
Correct.
Also, let's quick yes or no before we move on. Quick yes or no. Can Deion win 6 games this year? Mike, quick yes or no.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Shot.
I don't know about 6. We never did talk about the flip side of that coin.
Washington, Oregon State, USC. That's 4 right there. Stanford always plays tough at the barn.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh,
they can't stop kids from crossing the street.
No, they can't.
Like for everything Colorado looked like on offense, man, look at here. They look like they were playing touch football out there with them boys. Oh, shit is tackle. Hey, I think Nebraska might be slow. I can see him going 2-0, and I can see him being 1-1 because TCU was in Charles Barkley boy terrible. They were terrible.
Hey, I low key want to pick Nebraska, but I'm just gonna pick Deion just off the strength. You know what I'm saying? But I really low key want to pick Nebraska. Cause they got Matt Rule. They got Matt Rule over there. I don't know if y'all recognizing that.
Right.
But
Man, have you seen their quarterback? Their quarterback is Jeff Sims from Georgia Tech. He stunk it up last week against Minnesota.
Yeah, he did.
Listen.
I was definitely say that.
TCU look like they never went through a tackling drill. I'm sorry.
I want Nebraska play. They should be Nebraska. Nebraska look horrible, and they find ways to lose. It never seems to. I don't know. Jesus would be the coach. They still find a way to lose the game.
They ain't gonna keep doing that though. They may do that next week, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking TCU. I mean, I'm picking Colorado, but they ain't gonna keep finding a way to lose. Matt Rule gonna get them boys where they gonna be competitive.
Yeah, Nebraska gonna get right eventually.
If they play anything like they played last week, it's a loss.
And mind you, Nebraska last week gave up only 10 points to Minnesota. Or 13.
Minnesota had no type of offense.
Yeah, Minnesota can't score in the whorehouse. So it was too bad. It was too bad. Big Ten team.
Hey, your phone muffled, D.
My bad.
Hey, Tony, real quick, you didn't give us. Can Deion win 6 games?
That's tough, man. I mean, he could. I mean, he can. Do I think he's going to? No, I don't. That's gonna be tough, man. No, he got some tough. He got some tough games coming up, man. No, USC, Washington, Oregon. I mean, but I mean, them boy may pop somebody they ain't supposed to beat. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we'll see, man. But I don't think so, man. I think they're gonna be at about. I think I think they're gonna win like 5 games. So we talking about like 1 game, man. So they can win 6. It's gonna be tough, man.
Shot, get in real quick. I think you had your hand up.
Just don't move the goalpost back, man. You know, I think Atwater moved the goalpost back. We had that man winning 3 games. We had him.
I never said 3. I don't know who said that. I never said 3.
Okay, well, I'm gonna speak for me. I was thinking 3-4 games at the most.
Oh, I said 5. I said 5 off the most. I stick to that.
Even if you said 5, we just moved the goalpost back. Now we just went bowl game and down to 6 games. The man wasn't supposed to win but 5. We're gonna take Tony number, go 5. I had him at 3. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I am a non-believer turned believer. But I ain't putting him at no 6-7 games. We moving the goalposts now. He's done something a whole lot of coaches ain't doing in 3-4 years. He beat a ranked team on the road and told you he was gonna beat him. He didn't say, well, we're gonna go out there and play our best. You know, they have a good squad. He said, we coming.
That game was personal too. I don't know if y'all really know all the backdrop between them, but that game was personal. That game was real personal.
That's a home game for him too.
I mean, it's a home game, but that's where he interviewed at. That's where Shador was supposed to go before he went to Jackson State. You know, it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? That you know that made that game really, really, really personal.
Caucasity. Real quick, last topic before we move on to the NFL. Don't forget this segment is sponsored by Arizona Tea and Ozempic. If you drink Arizona Tea, you will be on Ozempic. All right. Whose seat is hotter, Dabo Swinney or Ryan Day? Shot.
Who won?
Neither one of them. Well, Ryan won. Ryan Day won his game.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, I understand the question, but Ohio State fell below the standard of winning. They fell below the standard of winning. Clemson lost to Duke without Grant Hill, without Christian Layton. They lost to Duke.
They won 9 games last year, man. They won 9 games.
Clemson lost to Duke. Man, Dabo, I know he took the long way home. You know how when you're going home, you want to take the shortcut, but that's through the project. I know Dabo took the long way home. I know he did. Unacceptable, Dabo. Unacceptable. Which one of y'all put the thing in the chat? Somebody drinking water. This is Dabo without generational.
I think that's your producer. I think it was your producer that did it. Your producer.
That was Anatoly?
Yeah.
Like, think about the and don't get me wrong. Alabama have great talent. He has great talent. But in a short span, this guy's had generational talent. Like Deshaun Watson was a generational quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, generational quarterback. T. Higgins, generational wide receiver. I mean, he might not be doing that in the pros right now, but like, come on. Like, Dabo, you tripping.
All right, real quick, guys. Tony, who seat is hotter?
Ryan Day. I get what Horatio's saying, but no, I told y'all boys, man, a couple weeks ago, I stand on that, man. Ryan Day in trouble. Ryan Day's in trouble. Dabo pretty much got he's more on the hot seat as far as media goes. Getting dragged through the mud as far as the media's take on everything. But you know that Clemson's not gonna get rid of Dabo. Dabo's gonna have to leave on his own. They're not gonna get rid of Dabo unless the bottom just totally falls out. Ryan Day though, that boy in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony. You say unless the bottom falls out, what the hell was Sunday?
I mean, Sunday was bad shot, but the bottom still ain't fell out on Clemson yet. They just not they falling off and they not what they used to be. They coming back down to the pack, but the bottom ain't fell out yet.
I get what you're saying. The bottom would be losing 5-6 games, but
yes,
it's a trap door and it's cracking. You know that.
But yeah, Ryan Day in trouble though. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Clemson roster, but why didn't our background on the show? Mike.
Neither one of them coaches. Dabo Swinney in 8 years has won 2 national championships, played for 1, and I think he's got like 6 or 7 ACC titles. He's 114 in 8 years. Neither one of them in trouble. Ryan Day, yes, he's lost to Michigan back to back, but he has won 5 or 6. What? He's been there 4 years, 3 years.
This is 4 years.
He's won the Big Ten title, and he's been to the college football playoffs twice. Played for a national championship in 2020, 2021, or whatever. Neither one of them coaches on the hot seat.
Draw it in there. We got to move on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they both look like that dog that with the flames all around them and saying this is fine. This is fine. If Ryan Day loses to Michigan, I can see him get released from his contract. Dabo, if they lose 6 games, I can see them. So and both of them is fire all around them right now. I can see both of them actually going.
Not to
The,
mention
the problem when you win national championships is the fans and the media expect you to win national championships every year. That's the problem with Dabo Swinney. Dabo
with the
Swinney is in
territory.
the category with Nick Saban and Kirby Smart, and that's it. So
It
those
comes with
3
the territory.
programs, huh?
It comes with the territory. I hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just telling you the reality of the situation. Whether it was right or wrong, I don't have no control over that. It's just like the quarterback. The quarterback get all the blame and when they lose, they get all the praise when they win. It ain't necessarily always the case. It's the same thing, man. You know,
the thing, but see, this the thing about it. If we talking about letting, and they just throw this out here. You talking about letting Dabo go? You talking about letting Ryan Day go? Who you bringing in to replace them? The person that I can see replacing Ryan Day possibly is Brian Hartline because he's on staff, and Brian Hartline is a wide receiver guru. But when you fire them,
they can go get Fickle and bring Fickle back to Ohio State. They got options. That's Ohio State. They got options.
Yeah, you got to bring in the right.
I really think y'all forgetting who the hell Ohio State is.
Yeah, they are. But let me throw this nugget in there too. You know, this I guess to kind of go against my point and help Tony point. Because you Atwater, you talk about what Ryan Day has done, but this class right here, this year right here, that's his recruits, not Urban Myers. So so those championships and the appearances you talking about, that's where Urban players. This is your bunch, and your bunch didn't look good against Indiana. That's your group of guys. Them your captains. So you out from Urban Meyer's shadow right now.
Damon, last
I
word.
think Urban Meyer headache gonna be gone and he gonna come back.
Damon, last word. We got to get to the NFL.
Man, I think Dabo is safer than Ryan, just because of the stats Mike named off. 2 natties. He done won 100 games in 8 years. I know the natties has been a little distance in between them, but if you look at since Urban left, they have gotten beaten handily by their rival the last 2 years. And one thing about Ohio State, man, they will never do the John Cooper ever again. They'll never keep nobody that's going to have that type of losing record against Michigan. They're not going to do that. And Ohio State, the Ohio State University, can get any coach they want. They can get any coach they want. It's a national power. It's been a national power for 20 plus years. They can get who they want. I think Dabo is a little more safer because of him being at Clemson. He brought titles there, and this is you don't really talk national titles in football with Clemson as you would talk with Ohio State in football. So I think Dabo is good. I don't really think that loss was terrible, but I can't sit here and say that the loss to Duke and the terrible win against Indiana, it's a totally different comparison because of the 2 schools. It's a totally different thing. And if Ryan Day mess around and lose not only to Michigan but Penn State, because Penn State is pretty decent, yeah, he out of there. I'm with Tony all the way, man. I don't think that Ryan Day will make it. He's supposed to be the offensive mind, and this guy is supposed to be able to put up points against anybody. And Ohio State lost Urban Meyer's recruits, like Horatio said, and they lost that identity on defense, man. You don't see that the Bosa brothers ain't that no more. Don't get me wrong, but when you had those guys and you was bringing in 5-star defensive ends, 5-star defensive tackles, and they putting dangerous hits and it's just not the same Ohio State squad. It's not. The physicality is gone. And one thing about Urban, he can put up points, but he can also play physical. And you don't see that with Ohio State. Ryan Day he reminded me a lot of John Cooper, beat up on the little guys, but if he had that losing record against Michigan, they not going to let him go 1-10. He gone.
Nah, he not going.
And I just got one more thing to say real quick before we transition, because I know Fade trying to get us up out of here. Man, to keep it 100, man, Dabo ain't going nowhere till he go to Alabama. Ain't nobody really talking about that for real, but I'm telling you, Dabo not leaving Clemson until Nick gone. So he's safe.
And
Clemson not getting rid of him.
And would Alabama even want him? He's not going to use the transfer portal. Would Alabama even want him? Because, like I said earlier, his roster is more wider than our background on the show right now. So,
hey, but again, Ryan Day right now is overrated because everything you got with urban players. You're like Barry Switzer, to be honest with you. You're Barry Switzer.
Yes, sir.
And Larry Cope.
Said that a couple weeks ago.
And just
you wasn't on the show. Where were you? I need you to back me up a couple weeks ago. I said the same thing a couple weeks ago.
So you said that though? You said that? Yeah. And that's another thing, bro. When you get generational talent, you gotta win at least one. And Ohio State had generational talent, and they didn't get it. When you talk about the Bosa brothers, you talk about Chase Young. Those are generational guys. You got to get one. They don't just grow on trees. There is not a Chase Young or Nick or Joey Bosa nowhere in college football right now. No, there might be some guys that's gonna get drafted.
Facts.
But those guys, number 1, number 2 picks in the draft, they're not in college football right now. So when you get
facts.
You got to take advantage of that. You got to.
Hey, just to boost your point shot, Marvin Harrison was only targeted 5 times the whole game. 5 times.
Hold on, it's a chink in the armor. Isn't Hartline the new OC?
I think so.
Well, he better go back to just teaching them boys how to run routes.
He was only targeted, and the other receiver was only targeted. Put it to you like this: both receivers, Marvin Harrison being the next pipeline of a wide receiver, Dale was only targeted 7 times the whole game. And Ryan Day came out and said he was going to play both quarterbacks, but he ended up playing McCord the whole game. And allegedly, Marvin Harrison was not happy.
It's a lot of coaches right now. They got some of them in Athens, Tuscaloosa, Clemson, damn sure Miami, Tallahassee, that is praying to God, Buddha, Allah, whoever will listen for Brian Hartline to fall on his face as an offensive coordinator. They got 6 first-round wide receivers in that room right now.
Yeah.
Right now. So, but he'll get it together. He's too smart for now. I will apologize. I apologize on behalf of everybody else. I know we got to transition.
All right. From the college to the pros. This segment is brought to you by Hennessy and Coke. If you look in the top right corner of your screen, that's our sponsor. We're officially sponsored by Hennessy and Coke. Homecoming. All right.
Are we officially sponsored by Hennessy and Coke? Like, if so, where's our check?
You got to manifest. You got to do like you got to do like Roy Johnson. You got to manifest that thing. You got to manifest.
Oh, okay. Like, we talking about getting a check, we might get sued.
Man, you better go head on. Go head on. Yeah.
My fault. I ain't mean to speak about that. I apologize.
All right, for real. All right. NFL season cranks on tomorrow night with the Chiefs and the Lions. Travis Kelce might miss his first game of his NFL career. We'll talk about that later, maybe. But right now, guys, Super Bowl picks right now. Ryan.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Next person, man.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. If everything stays healthy and Kenny Pickett has his progressions like he wants to, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will find a way if they get into the playoffs and they don't have to play anybody that's strong in the division and everybody else falls on. We going to 7. And I say we because, yes, like he said, I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So Pittsburgh Steelers.
You may be the 9th or 10th best team in the AFC.
Right. That's right.
Keep going, Fade. Next person, Fade.
All right.
Next
Hey,
person.
hey, matter of fact, mute his mic now. Don't let him say nothing else about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think that Hennessy and Coke
It's true. I know who it ain't gonna be. You want to go? You know what? We'll talk off there. I know who it ain't gonna be. No
I
offense to
can't
you,
talk about the
Tony.
L.
No offense to you, Tony. That ain't got
Hey,
nothing.
so hey,
That's
if
between
it
me and him. That's between me and this man.
ain't gonna be no offense, then take it off the air.
See
Because
what
if you
y'all
say it
did.
on
You
the
got
air,
Fade involved.
if you
I
say
can't
it
talk
on the
about the
air,
L. I
then
got
I'm gonna have a
laryngitis.
problem.
I can't talk.
I know who it ain't gonna be. I ain't got to worry about it. I'm saying
I got
progression.
a hangnail. I can't talk about the L.
Next
I
person.
can't do it.
Next person.
Ain't got no hangnail.
Oh,
David,
okay.
Super Bowl picks.
I don't.
So it's time to do the local side thing.
Go ahead, David.
Oh my God.
What is that? Get that.
Y'all got Fave involved in the cowboy talk, man. You know how he get
Man, he's a hater, dude. That dude a hater, man.
It's my team.
Fade and pulled out the look
That
at
ain't
him.
your damn quarterback, Fade. Stop saying that.
Fade and win.
Man,
Hey,
put your
Fade and
white-
win
man, put
rated
your
his,
white
everything
color.
his wife got. And as
Oh,
cowboy,
man.
he bringing it on the his wife
Put your
gonna kick
white
his
cup
tail.
up, man.
I get so sick and tired of this.
David, Super Bowl pick. David, Super Bowl pick.
Hey, I tell you what, Fade. Hey, my Super Bowl picks, AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals and NFC champion, we're finally going to break the curse after 26, 27 years, the Dallas Cowboys. This is our year to get to the Super Bowl. Dallas, Cincinnati, Super Bowl.
We them boys. We them boys.
You're not with us. You're not with us. Stop saying we them boys.
Last week, Cowboys my team. Trey Lance
Go to the next person, man.
Trey Lance is my quarterback.
Come on, Ratio. Come on, Ratio.
Nah, D-Ran ain't never tell us his picks.
I say I agree with I think Cincinnati going back. And NFC. I'm gonna say the Eagles gonna go back. I'm gonna say the Eagles gonna go back. But I will say this: that division is gonna be if Dallas that be what Mike and Tony believe they can be. That's gonna be a fun division to watch them boys go at it.
Good shot.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the AFC East champion.
All right.
Keep going, Fade, man.
Don't be scared, Shaq. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. He gonna put his toboggan on. He gonna lead y'all. Say it. Say it, Shaq.
No,
Hey, this is what was missing with the shows, bro.
I'm for real, bro. Like real talk. And again, we in the NFC, it's the same three. It's Philly, San Fran, and then Dallas. And over there, but in that AFC, man, that's loaded right now. The AFC is like the Western Conference in the NBA. You can't discount Pat. Josh Allen, them boys, they ready to take that next step. Joe Burrow is that guy. You know, think about this now. Tua missed a bunch of games last year. Let's be honest. He missed a bunch of games. If he plays 16 games, it might not happen, but that's a problem. And if you think Aaron just finna go away with what he got over there in New York, you're crazy. And Pittsburgh, like I'm dead serious. There's no way any of us can honestly pick an AFC team right now unless it's Kansas City. That's just real.
Tony, your picks, now get my pick.
No, Fade. No. Hell no.
I mean, I hate to be a homer, but you know, some of it is being a homer. NFC, I'm definitely riding Cowboy. As far as the AFC go, I'm actually gonna kind of go outside the box a little bit, and I'm gonna say the Cleveland Browns.
I'm out. He on some Atwater stuff now. I can't.
Hey, Cleveland, I mean, you just said it yourself, though, Ratio, that the AFC is up for grabs. So, Cleveland, it ain't just far-fetched.
Tony, why?
Cause I think Cleveland got a squad, and I think they're being overlooked. They could beat Cincinnati. Hell, they beat Cincinnati the past couple of years. They've been a thorn in their side, and that's without a good quarterback. No, Cleveland's still loaded, and I think that Deshaun Watson is going to be Deshaun Watson this year. I do. Now, if I'm wrong, and now the Deshaun Watson fall on his face, then I gotta kind of back that up. You know what I'm saying? But Deshaun Watson go back to being Deshaun Watson this year, dude.
Hey,
watch out for Cleveland.
Hey, it sounded funny when you said it, but I think they forgot about Dre. I think they forgetting about who
they got a hell. They got a real good strong run game too, bro.
Yeah, he got an oil exfoliating problem, but he ain't got no quarterbacking problem. You know.
He said exfoliate.
Yeah, he got exfoliating issues, but hey, Tony, like real talk, you know, I was being funny. When you think about it, they got a wide receiver one, a RB one, a QB one, they got the potential to have that. If they run that, if they get that old guy back, you and hold up, and that defensive end over there,
and that defensive end, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Listen, hey, when you first said it,
I get it,
but it had to marinate. I feel you on that now. That's good point. Now, who in the secondary over there?
Denzel Ward still over there?
Yeah, so. Ward's still over there, Saint.
Okay, he's still legit. He probably on the downside, but he legit. I know they better block. I know they better send 2 at 95.
Yes, sir.
Y'all gonna have a casket on 95 South. The quarterback is. I know that.
My picks.
And if they offense do what they're supposed to do, and they keep them boys off the field and rested.
I'm going with Chiefs and the Cowboys this year.
You got to prepare people before you go right Cleveland Browns, though.
I really do think the Cowboys
I said outside the box.
Yeah, but you just said it and then jumped right into it. You got to let that marinate, man. You got to say, hey, y'all, I'm about to shock the world, and then, you know, come with it. You can't outside the box, Cleveland Browns.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs and Cowboys. I think this year the Cowboys actually going to make the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, man.
Stop cracking jokes. I really do. I think Philadelphia had a little bit too much turnover on defense. Might have a Super Bowl hangover from losing. I don't know. So I just think the Cowboys, this actually might be their year. And I'm going to shut the hell up if they make it to the Super Bowl. As long as they don't pull the foul.
Who did Dallas add that you would say they're ready to take the overtake Philly or San Fran, and who did Philly actually lose?
If I remember correctly,
Miles Sanders.
They lost Miles Sanders. They lost some folks on the defensive line for Philadelphia. Dallas added Stephon Gilmore and they added Brandon Cooks.
Philadelphia added DeAndre Swift with Miles Sanders going. They got Jalen Carter in the draft, Nolan Smith in the draft. You know, a couple of them dogs right there. Keelan Ringo
still over there.
So
hopefully, if
y'all receivers.
The only thing, the one thing I say, if he stay healthy, they did pick up DeAndre Swift, but it's a matter of him staying healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
They got 2,000-yard receivers.
Yeah, I get it. I ain't taking nothing away from them. But I mean, you know, Dallas was, they didn't need to really add a lot. Dallas didn't have to stick the past couple of years, dude. That ain't been our problem. It ain't been the roster. Now, if we keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Cowboy fan. I promise you. It ain't been the roster that's been the problem on why we ain't going where we supposed to go. But that's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
Dak Prescott on the roster, ain't he, Tony?
Yeah, what they got to do with it?
Dak Prescott been part of the problem.
Jerry Jones.
Right now, Tony, let me ask you a question as a Cowboy fan. Who would you have more faith in to win us a Super Bowl with this squad? Dak Prescott or Tony Romo?
Dak Prescott. Troy Aikman.
That's a good
God damn, Atwater. That's a good one.
Dak Prescott. I have more trust in Dak Prescott.
This squad we got right here, you got more faith in Dak or Tony Romo?
They're the same person.
They're not the same person.
Oh,
Yeah, shut the
They're
hell up.
not, they're not,
Joe,
they're not,
the
they're
same
not,
person.
they're not the same person.
yes, they are because Dak has a
I really hate to say this, man, because Dak is my boy, but I would say Romo, man.
Yeah, I'll ride with Romo before I go with Dak.
But Dak is not the Dak had a bad year last year, man. But Dak's not the problem in Dallas, dude.
Dak is part of the problem. Dak threw 17 interceptions last year.
He had a
Dak
bad
don't
year.
throw
That's coaching.
15 and a broken thumb.
A lot of
That's
that's
coaching. A lot of that ain't coaching.
Man, please, dude.
Defense was better.
So okay, so last year, I ain't really trying to take over the show as far as Cowboy fans go, but I'm just saying last year when Dak got hurt and Cooper Rush came in, and everybody thought that the bottom was going down, fall out, and Dallas made it as vanilla as possible. All you got to do is go out there, don't fuck it up. We got one of the best defenses in the league. We gonna win games. Just don't fuck it up. They won games. That gets back out there, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you can open it up a little bit. You ain't got to make it as vanilla as you were with Cooper Rush. But yo, dude, let your defense play. That's the heart of your team. That's the strength of your team.
Coaching ain't got nothing to do with the interception against Jacksonville to lose that game. Coaching ain't got nothing to do with the interception against San Francisco in the playoffs. That ain't coaching. That's bad decisions by the quarterback.
Atwater, nobody's saying Dak had a great season last year, dude. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, as a coach, it's your job to put your players in the best position to win. They were not putting Dak in the best position to win last year, dude. Period.
I'm gonna pull one of your numbers. I'm gonna do like you. Okay. Okay.
Mike has been keeping up with our picks for the season so far.
Oh Lord!
Mike, who has the best record out of everybody?
Right now, Damon Randall leads the league with a 6-1 record. I didn't have it down for who was next, but a couple people came in 5-2. I think Tony came in like 2-5, but we got an 18.
I came in the rear.
But yeah, Damon leads it right now 6-1.
All right, this the Core Battle Boy Pick'em is brought to you by Crazy Straws. If you're crazy and got a straw, get your crazy straw.
It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Go out of business. Just let you know, about to go out of business, y'all. They a little too much. The move wasn't successful as I thought, but hey, Crazy Straws, they always gonna be out there until they gone. But hey, it's still a beautiful business.
So what we had, then we played what we had what?
Going crazy, get your crazy straw.
We had 5 college games and 3 pro games, right?
Yep. Iowa State, Miami, Texas A&M, Colorado, Nebraska, Texas, Bama, Howard, Morehouse, Cowboys, Giants, Bengals, Browns, Packers, Bears.
I think everybody predicted their games in the group set ratio, which that's normal. There's nothing new about that.
No, stop put his in there.
All right.
Yeah,
stop put his in.
All right, we want to thank everybody for watching the show tonight. We're going to see you on Sunday. We're going to talk about BS High, Bishop Sycamore. That's one thing. It's on Max. Hour and a half of tomfoolery. Watch it. It's hilarious.
Man, have y'all watched that?
Yes.
Good gracious of life.
We're going to talk about that on Sunday.
Man,
BS High.
Man, y'all go watch BS High and go watch that Florida Gator documentary on Netflix.
No, I ain't watching that bullshit.
Yeah, watch the BS High though. It's real. It's real. Well, one, thank you for watching our show. One, thank you, guys, coming up pulling up on us tonight. We holler. We out.
Peace.
Y'all be safe.
All right, fellas, y'all be good.
Y'all go to hell.